Hey guys, Crisis here, and in today's video, I want to talk to you guys a bit about my feelings of Stalker 2. So, if you don't know, Stalker 2 is gonna launch in December on Steam, and I'm gonna share with you guys some opinions and some aspects that I want in this new Stalker game. I'm gonna be basing myself on, of course, Stalker Anomaly, the vanilla Stalker games, and then the mod packs like Stalker Gamma and Escape from Pripyat. So I can give you guys what my dream Stalker 2 is. So, without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? So, in my opinion, there's a lot of pressure going into Stalker 2. I I feel like the team might be a bit pressured just because Stalker Anomaly is so big and it does so many upgrades and it's just amazing, you know. And now you have all these different mod packs coming, like Stalker Gamma, Escape from Pripyat. You even have the mod packs for the older games like Gunslinger, Radiophobia. So in general, it's just insane how much Stalker has come in the last years, you know. And now we're finally having a single player game, a single player campaign for Stalker in about what 10 years since Call of Pripyat. So yeah, it's quite insane. But I would like to say that I hope the best, and I really think Stalker 2 is going to be good because there's going to be a lot of pressure in the game simply because Stalker Anomaly Stalker has gone a long way with Stalker Anomaly, so much that if Stalker 2 doesn't have some upgrades, some aspects that Anomaly has, and even better ones that Anomaly has, this game is going to get compared to Anomaly a lot. There's nothing to do, you know? Anomaly has been here for a long time, and yeah, it's going to get compared by the veteran Stalker players. The only people that might not compare it to Anomaly are Stalker fans, new Stalker, they're gonna try Stalker 2, and they don't have any idea about Stalker Anomaly. But to be quite honest, if they join the Discord, everyone is gonna say, "Hey, Stalker 2 sucks. Just go play Anomaly." And if Stalker 2 does suck and they try Anomaly and they see like a lot of difference, they're like, "Oh shit, it did suck." So I do hope Stalker 2 is good. And now I'm gonna tell you guys what I think can make Stalker 2 good, in my opinion. If you guys have any other opinions, then just comment below and we'll discuss. But without further ado, let's get into the video, shall we? So, Stalker 2. It's gonna be a single player game, right? So I'm not gonna compare it too much to Anomaly, but I'm gonna say some things about Anomaly that I like. First off, yes, it's a single player game, but I don't want your character to be a chosen one or a really big shot in the zone, you know, or something like that. It did seem like from the trailers that you're just gonna be a loner. From the looks of it, you're just gonna be a loner that doesn't have any reputation. You're just gonna be a rookie till you do some missions, kind of like Shadow Chernobyl, without you being Strelok. You're just being the marked one, but I don't like the part of the marked one. You know, I just want you to start as a normal loner or whatever faction you start as, and yeah, you're just a rookie trying to make a name for yourself. I also want to like plots like Amnesia, you know, Shadow of Chernobyl, where you're actually a big guy, but you forgot you're a big guy. And I guess no one knows what Strelok looked like, even though a lot of people knew who he was. Yeah, that always bothered me a bit, but it's fine, you know. I just don't want you to have this kind of amnesia, and I don't like. And I don't want to follow the plot also of Call of Pripyat too much. That is yourself uh, hiding among the factions. You know, it was cool. I do enjoy a lot of Call of Pripyat, you hiding among the factions. But again, I would like something you create your own character, you give it a name, and you just start as a rookie and you make a name for yourself. Yes, a lot like Stalker Anomaly. You just, but without picking the faction. No, the game tells you what's your name. It spawns you, uh, as a loner or whatever, and then you begin your campaign, your adventure. Nothing else. You're nothing in the world, you know? Stalkers treat you like trash at the beginning, because not trash, but like a rookie. You don't know anything. You make a name for yourself by doing quests, whatever. But this is what I would like the main story to start as. Right. After that, the really important thing about Stalker, I think, is exploration. So, in Stalker, in Shadow of Chernobyl, and even in Call of Pripyat, the game would be like, okay, we spawned you on this map. You can do whatever you want in this map. You don't want to go straight away and talk to the NPC? Well, you don't have to. Just, just do whatever you want. Eventually, you will have to talk to the main story NPC to advance the story, right? But that thing about spawning in and letting you go anywhere is the thing that I always liked about the vanilla Stalker games and even Stalker Anomaly, you know? So I would like this to be also on Stalker 2. Not be like, oh, you need to go talk to this guy, talk to this guy, go to this map, go to this map. No, let me do whatever I want. Yes, you don't need to be like, oh, you can go to Pripyat or the end game zone at the beginning. I don't mean this kind of free exploration too much, you know? But something like, you go to a new map, you can do whatever you want on that new map in terms of like going, unless it's like a really high radiation zone and then you need a mask or anomalies and all that stuff, you know. But let us explore. That would be super good and just amazing. And speaking of free exploration, what I would like to see on Stalker 2 too is more underground labs with secrets to uncover. So, if you don't know, I really like labs in Stalker, and I think like most of you Stalker fans out there, I think the underground labs is probably one of your favorite features about Stalker, and it is for me too. Although Anomaly has some labs, I think Anomaly has like close to five labs, and they do feel really good. There's one problem I have with kind of the labs on Anomaly, and that is there's not no secrets to uncover, and I would like to have more quests for the labs. So what do I mean? I want random NPCs, not just like big shot NPCs. Some random NPCs or even the big shot NPCs to give you more quests besides be like, oh, go to labs and grab these papers. Like, it's I don't like that because at least we have those quests on Anomaly, and they don't make me explore the entire labs. It's like on Underground, the grab home for you to get the documents, you just go to the left side. You don't even explore the entire underground where you can find the controllers, the burrowers, which is a really cool zone and a really good place to explore and add so much fun. But it's like there's nothing there. No one tells you to go there you know Although I do enjoy the free exploration, I would like to be like, okay, I did this challenge because it is a challenge. Can I get some kind of reward? And the only reward you get is mutant parts and nothing else. There's no artifacts, no like extra documents like you get when you explore the last labs in Call of Pripyat to get all the documents. So it kind of like rewards you for explore the entirety of the labs. I would like something like this. It just reward me for exploring the map and the labs. Especially if you have a harder part of the lab and I overcome that challenge. I want to get rewards for exploration. I want to get more quests for the labs. I want to get more labs. Because again, you created such a cool concept. These underground labs with such mysterious information, knowledge lost to mankind that can help us evolve as a human being. And dude, my head is just exploding from just explaining this and telling you guys this. So let me please get more of this. This amazing content that you created, this amazing idea. Please let me have more of this. But yeah, in general, more labs with more to explore, more rewards, and more quests on them. Make this a main focus of the game too, because this is amazing, and I don't think anyone would debate that they want this to be more in the games. Right. Next up, we move to one big thing that we like, that is smarter AI companions. All right, let me have a quick talk with you guys here. Is Stalker AI good? Uh, yes, but the only AI that is good in Stalker is the enemy AI. Yes, yes, you do find some enemies that are a bit dumb, but in general, if like you go against an enemy AI that is experienced, master or legend, they're usually gonna play it quite nice, and the enemy AI in squads actually works well. Like three of them will try to kill you from the front, while two of them will try and sneak up on you or try to flank you. This is all good and stuff and paper, but your companion AI, and sorry about what I'm gonna say, is complete useless. Like, I can't even explain how useless it is. Basically, they just don't take any cover. When they face mutants, they just go to the mutants' face to just elbow them like it's fucking wrestling. They're wrestling a fucking chimera or a pseudo giant, and it doesn't make any sense. You know, even when you're facing enemy AI stalkers, they just kind of stand there. And I found myself when I'm playing Stalker anomaly to constantly finding companions, even when I have mastering companions on my party. They just die like sometimes to flashes or pseudo dogs, and I just don't know. And I feel like it's a flaw of the AI companion. No, it's like the AI is fine, but once you recruit them into your party, they become dumber as a sack of potatoes. It's just how it is. I'm talking to you, Hip. Yes, I'm talking to you, Hip. But you're gonna be on another video, not on this one. So yeah, I want smarter AI companions, and one thing that I would also like is companions, better commands for your companions. Yes, I do understand that this would be hard as hell to put in a circle of telling commands, specific. It would be like a page long. So what I would like is just a bit more commands, but nothing too complex. It would be like stay here, and when I tell them to stay here, the companion would be like, oh, if there's cover here, I'll stay in this position, but go on cover and wait for you. Something like that, just like maybe I say throw nades or covering fire, suppressing fire, things like that, commands that you would see like in real life happening, at least like covering, suppressing, uh, these kind of things. Uh, and also, I would like companions to have their own personality. So, what I would base this personality on would be on. I don't know if you guys played Counter Strike when it was still new. So when you could play like the single player Counter Strike, where every single of your squads that you recruited for the missions would have a personality. Like this guy doesn't follow orders. This guy may follow some orders, and this guy would follow some orders. I would like this on Stalker 2, where when you have a chance to recruit a companion, it would say if he's known to be an asshole, a traitor in the zone, if he has a good reputation, if he helps stalkers, if he'll just like backstab you, something like this. And what will this impact would be that if you give orders to this companion, he will not follow it because he's like, oh, I don't care. I'm my own stalker. I'm more pro than you. Just I don't care what you say. I'll do my own shit. I was also thinking about some cool stuff like he betraying you, but I do think that's quite complex. And to be honest, I don't even know how they would make that balance to be kind of fun and not a complete shithole. So I'm not gonna go in there. But yeah, I would like companions to have their own personality and to react on their own. What do I mean to react on their own? So, for example, imagine you have a companion in your party, and a psil dog is attacking him. If you tell him to not attack, he won't attack. And let me ask you this: how does that make any sense? If a companion is getting attacked and you tell him not to attack, why would he listen to you when he's dying? There's some stuff that doesn't make any sense. This is what I mean with their own personality, their own free will is if they're getting attacked, they're in a situation of life and death. They shouldn't listen to your dumb command about not doing anything. you know. And I'm not talking about, oh, my AI companion is engaging an enemy far away and I don't want him to engage. No, that's different. If you tell him not to engage, that's fine. But like if an enemy turns on him and he's almost dying, like he knows he's gonna die, really low HP, he should not listen to you and just fire back. And one more thing is, you shouldn't be able to recruit companions that are higher, what I mean, ranking than you. For example, I don't know if this is a thing about a mod app on Anomaly or not, but sometimes I would recruit a guy that is like just experienced, and he would come with a teammate that is master. This doesn't make any sense to me. If anything, I should talk to the master guy and he would come with an experienced or a professional guy, not the other way around. And one more thing is, if for some reason you can get a master companion in your party, play as a squad with you and you're just a rookie, why the hell would you follow your orders? This came to me when I was playing as a merc, and I think I gave money to a guy to escort me to a zone, right? And one of those guys in that party was a master stalker. And at some point of me, well, getting escorted, he said, maybe I should lead because you're a rookie and I'm a master and I probably know more than you. He basically said that, and I was like, oh, damn, he's actually right. Why would a master stalker be accepting orders from me that I'm just a rookie? And what I would like this to be is if you pay an escorting squad of really fat men that are really well known in the zone, I think they should lead you to where you want to go. And to be honest, it does sound hard in paper, but I don't think it's that hard because you do have AI pathing in the zone. You have some squads that like spawn in one area and go to another one. So imagine like a pathing where you pay some mercs to take you to, I don't know, army warehouses. Imagine that's on Stalker 2, right? And they would go from Dead City to army warehouses from a relatively safe pathing. And basically, all you had to do was just kind of follow them, stay behind and let them do the hard work. Because you are paying them to get you safely to a position. And I know most of you guys will say, well, that's what the guys are there for. Yes, but I would like to play more about me getting like a teleporter or going to the position I'm paying as. You can let the guides be an experience where you just pay and you get immediately there, and you could be the squads having some gameplay, where they might take a pathing, but in one of your playthroughs, there's actually, imagine, a duty squad, and you have to engage the duty squad, or you run into a chimera or a seal giant. It makes more for RNG adventures encounters, and this actually improves the replayability of the game. And speaking of replayability of the game, let's move to our next one. More loadouts. More loadouts. This is a small thing, maybe for a lot of you, but for me, I would like to get more features that allow more replayability of the game. So you don't just play the main story and you're done with the game. More loadouts helps a lot replayability of the game. Imagine you play on like Anomaly, you play on a harder difficulty, and you get to choose less weapons, less armor, less meds, whatever. Besides the difficulty making the game harder, now your loadout also makes it harder. And for example, I could start with a pistol, I could start with a shotgun, I could start with a SMG, whatever. All of this helps with more replayability of the game, and I think it would be a cool thing to have at the start of the game, I think. But again, this is a small feature. It can be implemented or not. Next up, we have more mutants. So I like the mutants in Stalker, like a lot. I think they're really cool. They make a lot of sense. I like reading the history behind them. Like they're made of human parts and laboratories. They're a junction between a dog and a wolf, and some of them have psi powers. All that is really cool, and I would like to see more of this on Stalker 2. So, more mutants. And when I mean more mutants, I mean more like kind of mutants from the Bloodsucker and Psysucker, but more different. Because let's be honest, who here doesn't think that Bloodsucker is kind of a copy? Sorry, the Psysucker is kind of a copy of a Bloodsucker. It's kind of like it's a Bloodsucker, but it does images. Like it has powers, and I'm like, it does sound cool on the paper, but when you actually see it, it's just an image slowly moving to you, and it's like that's not impressive, like at all. I would like they could have the Psysucker do this kind of like Psy power thing, but I think that should be completely revamped. I just don't think a small ass image running to you is something good. I think this needs to be changed a bit. It just doesn't feel right, you know? Besides that, I would like also bigger mutants, like the Chimera and the Psil Giant. I think we don't really have a lot of them. It's just two, and they're hard to find in the maps. So probably in one of your Stalker Anomaly playthroughs, if you don't play too much at the nighttime, you're just gonna find in total maybe like 5, 6 Chimeras and Psil Giants. So I would like to see more bigger bigger mutants, you know, with the when you see them you're like, "Oh shit, I should probably like disengage or something," you know? And yeah, in general, just more mutants. I do my favorite mutants are probably the Bloodsuckers, the Psysuckers, basically because that invisibility and you not knowing where they are and when they can strike, and you need to hold your ground and just watch a bit of their eyes or a bit of their body when they're really close to you. It really like bumps your heart out, and it makes you feel like it just makes you feel really nervous at that point, you know, because they can do a lot of damage and they can end your Invictus Iron Man runs. So that's really good. That's something that I would like to see. And one more thing that I would like to say, but I do we did see this at the end of at the middle of Stalker 2 was more weapons with mods. But I do think Stalker 2 is going to improve on this simply because in one of the in the trailer we saw your guy picking up a weapon and there was a mod on the crate and he was able to put that mod on the weapon. So yes, we didn't see too much of modding besides him putting a scope on the weapon, and that's pretty much it. But it does seem like they're going on the right way. One thing I didn't like about that little part of the trailer was how we found weapon mods on top of a crate. I don't want mods to just be laying down on the floor. And this goes with like basic tools, high end like utility mods and repairing mods shouldn't be just laying around in the floor. This should be at the vendor. They should be expensive. They should be hard to get. At best, the easier way should be killing high end stalkers that have these mods. Besides that, please don't have this loot just laying around on the map. Don't do this. I do think this is a really bad idea. You know, just make a trader, make it be on high end stalkers, or be at the end of some dungeon. And even then, at the end of some dungeon, it just doesn't go well with me. But yeah, these are a few like ideas or opinions that I would like to have on Stalker 2. I'll probably make a part 2 or even part 3 about other things I like and other things I would not like to be on Stalker 2 that I saw from other mods and everything. So but yeah, I do hope you guys enjoyed these kind of videos of debating about Stalker 2. If you guys want to see more about this, let me know in the comments below, and I'll do a part 2 or part 3, including things I don't like. But yeah, but thank you guys for listening to me. I do appreciate. And if you have any other comments or ideas, or what do you think about Stalker 2, let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, Stalkers.